and the signs that violence could be perpetrated by members of these communities were not there. Otherwise, the Chief of Army Staff will have sent in a well-armed contingent to go to that community. But all they wanted was to have peace and to broker peace. And that was why those personnel were sent in there. And I'm sure, like I said, these are quality personnel, because for them to have been handpicked by the Chief of Army Staff, it means that all of them have some kind of qualities that they can bring to bear on that particular assignment that they were given. But unfortunately, this cream of officers and men have been wasted by Nigerians themselves, and it's highly regrettable.
All right. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Who do I have on the line?
Good morning, Dr. Entele.
Good morning, sir.
This is Ibrahim Adamsule calling from Okada.
All right, Mala Ibrahim, make your comments.
I think this is the starting, and this is a very pathetic situation. We find ourselves when people are human, civilian relationship within the military and other things are not being. Look, it is not the issue that maybe addressed properly in this country. But I look at it from the other way, since I think the emirs, I think they must have been informed before the arrival of those military men. So I think the emir should be held responsible for these actions, so that other emirs should not take
traditional rulers.
Traditional rulers should not abuse this kind of right in the next future. And I think because this such happened, I think along Plateau Road, when the general was killed and thrown into a water. Later on, when the Nigerian army decided to go investigation and find out, they now brought the general out from that, the community began to flee out of that district, because not until the governor, I think along then, and their emir, they have to go to General Buhari to seek for this. If not, that the military will, I think, will have worked with the whole people of that community. So I think people should take cautious of that. They should never take law into their hands. But I think this is a country, again, they also have to imitate other clients, the Western client, because when you have a kind of personnel that are intelligent and very vital in your military, so I think your issue of backup has to be there, because even the other clients, America, other things, they have to have a synergy between the air strike and other things. So once they make that signal, I think you have air force will be there immediately so that you will have other backup. So I think you should have that kind of synergy between the air force and the navy. The ones that maybe are in waterway, the navy officers should be those things. So I think this will go a long way in order to curtail this menace. So I wish the very family, I also condole with them, with the family that lost this thing, and the entire people of Nigeria.
All right.
And I pray such things should never happen in our country. Because it happened in Liberia when even late General Bami, when he was sent for a peace mission, because of he lost a lot of money in Liberia. When his arrival there, he started shooting that they should kill. So not until the country house will now send to Nigeria that they are losing a lot of people there, then they now send Victor Malu. So you use a diplomatic approach and telling people should keep their weapons down. So I think people should learn from what the army can reach. They should not be underestimated. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think that's the last call I'll be taking. Jafar Ibrahim Bindega, he's saying this is so sympathetic and saddening. I have said it several times that our soldiers are doing a very risky job just to protect us and our properties. The government have to be providing succor and special welfare to the deceased families in respect of their dedicated and commitment to the land. May the souls of the lost ones rest in peace, in perfect peace, and grant their family the fortitude to bear the loss. Thank you very much, Jafar Ibrahim Bindega. Let's wrap up the program. It has happened not once, twice, almost for the third time.
Yes.
How best can we avert this kind of unfortunate situation within Nigerian territory, affecting our security men?
Yes, first, before that, I think there's a need for Nigerians not to begin to blame the army, especially when they begin to take actions. Like it happened in Odi, after several efforts being made by the president to let the governor at the time, who was Alami Saye, to cooperate, and he refused. The army was sent in there, and I think nearly the whole of Odi was leveled down to the ground. Only schools, hospitals, and banks survived that the destruction of buildings in Odi. So if a similar thing is being perpetrated now on that community, I think the army is doing the right thing to restore peace and order, because you cannot allow people to create their own kind of republics and continue to perpetrate violence on innocent souls.
All right.
So I believe that the army also will take note of human rights situations, so that innocent children, women, and the aged will not be affected by whatever actions that they are taking.
All right.
And I believe the army knows better, especially manning the waterways and all of that, so that the whole of that area can be cordoned and the criminals will be handpicked by the Nigerian army.
All right.
And we continue to pray for the souls of those who have lost their lives in this, and we hope that Nigerians will continue to have utmost respect for the Nigerian soldier and look at him as that individual who is also making sacrifice for the well-being of the Nigerian state.
All right. Idris Abara has said, "May the souls of our fallen heroes rest in peace. I condemn the act of killing security men in the line of duty." Thank you very much. Abdullahi Takuma also, "It is very sad news to hear this. For the men that gave their lives solely to protect their citizens, a drastic measure needs to be taken to fish out those hoodlums in order to prevent future occurrence." That's about the size of the program Nigeria Today. We'll be taking this beautiful Monday morning. You can join us tomorrow for the Hausa version of the program, Kasarum Ayo. On behalf of Dr. Muhammad Antala Aliyu and of course the DCA on duty, talking about Ibrahim Gimba and Stephen Jia. My name is Maimuna Muhammad Babangida, saying good morning.
Advertise on Prestige FM 91.7.